So it finally happened. After several thousand deliveries I have made to people in my area, I have been attacked by a dog. I've had a moment to calm down, so I want to talk about it. Fortunately, I did not sustain any injuries. The dog only got at my hoodie, which is very lucky because the dog was a German Shepherd, which can be dangerous and can easily maim somebody. But I don't blame the dog because it was just doing what it was trained and taught to do and did it well. But they backed off after I saw that I was not a threat. I got back into my vehicle and called the customer on the phone. I was very angry as I told her that if she doesn't come and get the dog inside, I will have to return the grocery order. She was apologetic and she complied, making sure to get her German Shepherd inside. She was sorry about it and she said she would also raise my tip. I've calmed down and confirmed the dog was inside and I completed the delivery. But there was a few things that really bothered me about the whole interaction. I love dogs and I run across dozens of dogs every week and never have had any issues. Most of the time, the dogs are safely inside or behind a fence or whatever, so there is no risk of an attack. And out of the many incidents, I have had incidents where the dog was outside. They did as dogs typically do. They're loving, kind, curious, and ready to smell or lick or bark and so on. I mean, you know how dogs are. I firmly believe there is no such thing as a bad dog. They are loyal and ethical creatures who just take up after what their owners give them. But there are bad owners. And so we get back to the customer at hand. She tried to put the blame on everything but herself. She tried to gaslight me. She claimed that she did not know I was on the way, that Instacart did not inform her that I was on the way to complete the delivery, and maybe she didn't receive that notification. But that is no excuse. She was responding to me on the app, as I did reach out to her about a substitution, so I knew she knew I was shopping the order and that I would be on the way. That should have been her indication to bring the dog inside, or let them out for a short while they bring them inside. Any potential failure on part of the app or her phone service provider is not a fucking valid excuse. She tried to sway it away that the dog was an electric fence, referring to their color, and that it was just being protective. And here was the real kicker, which made me realize exactly what was going on. She explained to me that her husband was not home and that he is a police officer. This told me everything I needed to know in my mind about it. I was able to instantly picture it. German Shepherds are popular breeds to be used on the force after all, so it stands to reason that this dog may have been retired from the force, or maybe he chose this breed given the circumstances. And I find it quite rich that she used his occupation as an excuse for this to happen. I mean, have you watched the fucking news over the past 15 years or so with the countless incidents involving violent interactions with the police? Hell, there was an officer involved shooting earlier today near the goddamn store I shop for her order at. We are not blind. We know it is a stressful job that also seems to really attract power-hungry people. And I don't know, maybe he is one of the good ones. They always claim that. I obviously don't know. But given that your dog was clearly trained to be used as a weapon and isn't just a cute little shit, you have an extra responsibility to take. Something that we have all seen with the hundreds of incidents reported in the news that some officers will not take. There are no bad dogs, just bad dog owners. I hope if you happen to watch this video that you will do better, that you'll actually learn something from this. I honestly fucking doubt it, given how people are around here, especially lately, but I hope you can prove me wrong.